Hello, hello, my lovely Periscopers. Welcome back to another Leads Everyday broadcast. I'm keeping up my promise of coming to you every weekday with the latest tips on how to get more from your inbound marketing. I'm looking a bit rough and ready. I'm actually at home this evening. It's a late broadcast because I've had a shattering weekend. Those of you who've been following me for a while will know that I had a bit of a challenge coming up over the last 2 weekends. I've been doing the Spartan race, not just one, not two, but all 3 distances. They do something called the Spartan trifecta, which is 3 different distances of race. And yesterday was the Spartan Beast, which was over 20 kilometers, rumored to be about 23 kilometers, plus at least 25 obstacles, including swimming a lake and jumping fire and crawling under barbed wire and all sorts of stuff. And so let me just... That's the, those are all the medals I've got. The 3-part trifecta medal. And yeah, thanks for that, Hodkinson. And yeah, so we've got some good memory. Got an incredible weekend and incredible couple of weekends. Really challenged myself, really proud to have got through that. So that was great. So excuse all the roughness, excuse the tiredness, but I've got to get this broadcast out every weekday. And today is all about team. Now, you know that on Mondays I talk about team, on Tuesdays I talk about technology, on Wednesdays I talk about your sales and marketing funnel, on Thursdays I talk about content, on Friday, hi California, on Friday I talk about traffic, how to get traffic to your content. This is great actually doing it late, because I've got obviously all of the US online. Hi Syria as well, blimey, thanks for tuning in. People from all over. So I'm not going to disappoint. Today, as per the title, I'm going to tell you why a web developer is a good idea in your extended marketing team to help you get more leads. And what can a web developer do to help you get more leads? Well, one of the things I've alluded to in the past, obviously, if you have a web developer, he can get you putting together some really fantastic landing pages. So if you've got some good designs for landing pages, how to incorporate your forms, how to incorporate images of your downloads, whatever they might be that you're offering up as lead bait and lead magnets, then a web developer can help you to realize that vision. But I'm talking about something else today. I'm talking about the fact that, let's face it, ebooks, white papers, they're everywhere. In terms of lead generation, they have been done to death. You'll hear me talk a lot about ebook apathy. We've got all of these things coming at us day in, day out, whether we're browsing Facebook and got Facebook ads coming at us, Twitter ads, LinkedIn ads. We've got all in our PPC streams. We've got nothing but ebooks seemingly coming at us all the time. Don't get me wrong, ebooks and white papers can still be a fantastic part of your lead generation arsenal, and you'll hear me talking a lot about ebooks and how to get better lead generation results using those types of lead magnets. But if we've got all of these ebooks coming at us, all of these white papers, what are you doing to stand apart from your competition? What are you going to do that's different? Now, here's where a web developer can come in. Really put simply, a web developer can put together a very simple lead generation magnet that's just a bit of a step above your average run-of-the-mill ebook or white paper. So go to a web developer, talk to them about perhaps putting together a more interactive, perhaps JavaScript app that sits on your web page and gives your prospects a more engaging experience when you're generating leads. So an example, it might be a survey, it might be some sort of quiz app that takes them through a process. And here's a tip for you, use gamification. So give them something, give the prospects something at the end of this process. If they're going to go through the process of answering questions related to their business or whatever it is, the problem that you're solving, give them a score, give them a percentage score or a grade at the end of it. Perhaps put together a simple report that it spits out at the end of this process that the prospect can download. It's obviously got all of your branding on it, but it's also giving them some fantastic information about how they can improve their situation. So you're giving them something of value in return for them just answering a few questions. Now, why is that a good idea? Because obviously a web developer is going to charge you a bit of money for that. But let's face it, web developers, good web developers are available via freelancer sites. You probably already know a number of web developers who might be able to do this for you, and it doesn't have to cost the earth. Now, there is a side benefit to all of this. especially when you're using quizzes and surveys, because you're eliciting more information from your prospects without them really knowing it. You're giving them an experience, they're engaged in it, they're going to find out some helpful tips off the back of these questions that they're answering. And what they don't realize quite often is just how much information they're giving you that can arm you later in the sales process. Let's imagine that they're telling you that they have a pain. Let's say that you're an accountancy firm and you're telling them that they're really not keeping an eye on their pipeline, they're really not keeping an eye on their tax situation, and they're answering questions about those areas, and you're learning what their situation is. So later on, when they move down your sales and marketing funnel, you've got this information to refer back to, and you can personalize the sales experience to their real pains and problems. So that's just a few ideas about how you can incorporate a web developer into your lead generation team. Talk to a web dev about what they could possibly bring to the party. They'll have done this for other clients. They might have their own ideas. They're incredibly creative people in my experience. And you'll have your own ideas about how to weave this into your business lead generation experience. So that's my Leads Everyday broadcast for today. Talk to a web developer about taking your lead generation offers above the run-of-the-mill ebook and white papers. And I'll be back tomorrow. As I say, tomorrow is all about technology. So I'm going to be coming back with you some tips about marketing automation. Can you automate all of your marketing? How much would I typically pay? Just a comment coming in there. Do you know what? There's a big range, and it depends on how complex the system, but a simple survey or quiz app from a web developer needn't cost you any more than, I'm going to put this in a dollar price. I know we've got a lot of US people in the house. Maybe upwards of $250. Top end, you might be paying $1,000 if it's going to spit out a nice report at the end of it and it's a bit more in detail. From Kazakhstan, hi there, thanks for tuning in. So that was it. I hope that's been really helpful. Catch these broadcasts on YouTube. I'm uploading all of my Periscopes to the Leads Everyday channel. Search for the Leads Everyday hashtag on YouTube and you'll find us and subscribe. And if you want to get more Periscope broadcasts live, just swipe right, tap on my name and give me a follow, and I'll be in your stream with more tips for your inbound marketing. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great evening.